Deshaun, when and how did you feel that it got away from you there? You guys had an early lead. You scored like the first 5 points the second half, and then they kind of got a lead and padded it a little bit and made it difficult for you to come back on them.
Well, it changed when we didn't make shots. We had great shots at the basket and good three-point shooting shots, and they weren't falling, and they started knocking down shots, and that's when the game started changing. When we weren't making shots, and they was executing at the other end.
Deshaun, was it anything they were doing that made you not able to get open, in shooting position in the second half there, or was it something you guys weren't getting you the ball enough? What was the reason there?
I think they really didn't do nothing special. I mean, they just played hard. I mean, we had great looks, wide open looks. I trusted my teammates. And when they had them good looks, they didn't knock them down. Told them keep shooting, and I trusted into them. They really didn't do nothing special on the defense end. They just played hard.
Would you have done anything more to try to shed Relaford and try to get open? I think you had 2 shots for about 12 minutes.
I tried. I crashed the board, got an offensive rebound. I knew they weren't going to help. So, like I said, we had great looks. I mean, like I said, I trusted my teammates, and they just wasn't falling.
Aaron, how did you feel about how you guys ran the offense and the shots you ended up getting, especially in the second half? Did you feel pretty good about what you guys were trying to do?
I think so. I think, looking back at some of the other film that we've had this year and even playing them last year, pressure's really taken us out of our offense. And that was one of our big emphasis going into the game, really trying to execute offensively and stay in our offense regardless of, what they're doing. The first half, I think we did a really good job. Second half, we had more broken plays, probably we didn't execute as well, but at the same time, we still got open shots and we weren't knocking them down. So,
for any of you, can you guys recall a time in a game or even in practice where you guys went that cold for that long of a stretch?
One time.
Not really, no. So.
Aaron, with this happening in this game, everybody obviously remembers what happened in the Duke game. Does it get harder to not let this get into your guys' heads?
I don't think so. I mean, we have two losses on the year. Kansas and Duke are 2 of the best teams in the country, and that's not an excuse. That's not, we're not backing down. We want to play teams like this, and going into Big Ten season, we have to know that, game in and game out, it's going to be like this. We're going to play great teams every night. So we want to win every game. We want to be successful, but at the same time, we're preparing ourselves for league play and then from there on postseason play. So,
Aaron, for you, since the Duke game, you've struggled shooting the ball. Is it just a slump, or are teams paying more attention to you and putting more pressure on you defensively?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm getting open looks too and not making them. So, it's not from lack of work, lack of effort. All of us sitting there every day trying to get better, trying to knock down shots, and unfortunately, we've had some days where the ball just hasn't been going in, and that's when we have to concentrate more on our defensive side of the ball. Our best offensive game is our transition, and we did some in the first half. In the second half, we couldn't get any stops, so we couldn't run and get any easy buckets.
Shannon, I want to ask you, you got in the game there midway through the first half and seemed to provide a little bit of a spark for Ohio State. Just talk about maybe what you were able to accomplish in the open court in those minutes, and as he said, what they did in the second half, maybe take that away.
I just wanted to come in there and really push the pace. I mean, they weren't getting back on defense at first, so I was able to come in there and do that and get easy layups and create for my teammates. In the second half, they started getting back more, so it was harder for that.
Aaron, it looked like you guys tried a couple different options to slow down McLemore. But what is it about him that makes him such a difficult matchup?
I mean, he's a great player, but he's surrounded by great players as well. So I think sometimes we get caught up in trying to focus on the rest of their action, and then you kind of lose him. But in the one-on-one situation, he's 6'6", can shoot over the smaller guys, and he got off early, so he made a couple of shots. And giving a guy like that confidence, that's been playing great all year. I mean, that's tough to stop.
Deshaun, they said that they didn't like the way they matched up with you last year in those meetings, so they wanted to do some different things. They put a guard on you in Relaford and then had Withy come over and trap you when you got the ball in the post. How much more difficult was that for you, kind of the way that they approached defending you in this game?
I mean, yeah, I mean, last year they probably really didn't know none of the ball. Mac came in, had a big first half against them at their place. But, I mean, we have a 7-foot guy and they double team you, catch you in the post. It's hard to see over him. But, you know, that was me just, you know, trying to hit the open man. You know, I hit a mirror. He got a bucket down the stretch. Just me learning the game and just trusting in my teammates.
Aaron, when you guys made your run in the first half, it came after Shannon came into the game, obviously, but also Amir came in and I think did a pretty good job of neutralizing those lobs to Withy. What's it going to take for you to get Amir to give you what he gave you tonight every game?
I mean, it's in him, you know, and that's just him growing and getting more experience. I mean, he played some last year, had some big minutes for us, but being consistent is one of the biggest keys. You know, playing in great competition like we're going to. So we should continue to be on him. I mean, he's a great kid. I think he understands that he may only play a certain amount of minutes, but he can come in and make an impact quickly. And if he's willing to do the little things, it's going to help our team be better all in the all.
Aaron, everybody was saying yesterday how much you guys would learn from this game. What do you think you guys learned that you didn't already know?
Yeah, I think we came out and battled. I think you know, we didn't really back down, and it comes down to it's all in all, basketball's a simple game. Get stops and put the ball in the bucket, and we weren't doing either tonight, and Kansas was able to do that. So I think the worst thing we can do is overcomplicate things and try to look for secrets and easy shortcuts. It comes down to, you know, playing, getting tough and getting stops when we need to and making shots when we need to, and they did that tonight and we didn't. So.